Robert first became aware of what being a Muslim was from his background with the Christian Israelite groups. So he was brought up within the Christian Israelite sect. They followed the Abrahamic tenets, which was we eat kosher meat. That's how we would have eaten as a child. The men all had to grow beards. They followed the Abrahamic laws of wearing certain types of clothing and observing the Jewish Sabbath, but believing that Christ was the Son of God and was going to return. So he was really interested in religion as an international issue. And then he met David Urquhart, who was a diplomat who had been sent to Turkey, really to spy on the Ottoman Empire and to find out what was going on there, who came back with a very different view that he went with as to what was happening. And with regards to the way that Turkish people lived their lives, in particular, the way that Islam was lived on a day-to-day basis. And he came back with interesting news and interesting views on the way that people lived in Constantinople in particular. And Robert said he met him and he changed his views on the world, and not necessarily to do with Islam. So he became quite disillusioned with Christianity, particularly in that part of Manchester. There were big fights between the different Christian groups, the Church of England in particular. I think they really made him feel quite disillusioned with the way that people were behaving and the hypocrisy that was going on. The day-to-day treatment of ordinary people, I think, angered him. And he saw that the church was being used as a political tool. And then he began to learn more about Islam. And he was just curious. So that's when he wrote to the Sultan and said, I can read an English translation of the Quran, but it's written by a Christian, so I can't trust that. So he took it upon himself to try and find out more, which is what led him to Quoileam. He had read about Quoileam's work in Liverpool in converting people. He met Quoileam, and then he converted in 1898 himself to Islam.